Okay, hi there. I thought I would share my zero waste tips and tricks with you guys today. I've been super interested in zero waste for the last few years and have moved more in that direction more and more as time goes on. And even though I'm not 100% there, I definitely have reduced my impact, and I thought I would share my tips with you guys. The first tip I'm going to share with you guys, I'm actually going to review these that I got, True Earth laundry detergent strips. I mentioned this briefly in another video, and so many of you guys were like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to try this. So it seems like there are True Earth fans here, and I did try them and I am obsessed. I think these are gonna change my life. I'm gonna start using them all the time now because there's so many benefits to it. First off, compostable packaging, that's awesome. These strips you rip off and put in your laundry and they completely disappear. They're gone. So you don't have this big plastic, bulky laundry detergent stuff, and it cleans really well, smells really good. I love it. And honestly, another big positive for me with these is that it takes up so little space because I live in this van full time. I don't have additional storage. I'm always on the move and I'm always looking to save space where I can. And so in the past I had a big jug of water or whatever it was, and it just takes up a lot, sorry, not a big jug of water, laundry detergent. And that just takes up a lot of space that I could use for other stuff. So this is a lifesaver for me. I've just been keeping it in the back of my seats, basically. And then another thing I love about this brand is that they match every customer subscription with a donation to a charity. So yeah, I think if you can make that switch to zero waste laundry detergent, it just makes so much sense. Like, this is a game changer for me. I was like, how have I never seen this before? And more than that, why is this not the norm? I feel like this should be the norm. We shouldn't be, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I have a 10% discount code off on these True Earth laundry detergent strips, or anything from True Earth. They have a bunch of zero waste stuff, and the code is SarahYak10. So I will leave that link down in my description. Okay, the next zero waste swap I have shifted towards and love. It's been about 2 years since I started using this, and it's a menstrual cup. I mean, I just think about how many tampons I would have used in these last 2 years, and it's crazy. This thing I reuse, it's so perfect. I'm just obsessed with it. I would never go back to wearing a tampon. I have some friends that use this that say that they have a little bit of leakage, so maybe having like period panties. For me, mine never leaks. I never have a problem with it. I'm in nature a lot of the time, so I usually change mine every 7 hours or so, so not that often, which is really great and convenient for me. When I go to the restroom in nature, I just kind of dig a hole. I don't know, this might be TMI, but I dig a hole to go to the restroom, number 2, and that's when I change it. I just change it in my poop hole that I've dug, and it works out perfectly. Okay, the next one is Ziploc bags. I have an abundance of Ziploc bags. Ever since I moved into the van about a year and a half ago, I have not bought Ziploc bags. I haven't bought saran wrap, any of that stuff. I haven't even bought aluminum foil, but I do think I am gonna buy aluminum foil so I can start cooking on the fire again. I don't know, I just love fire roasted veggies and aluminum foil on a fire. But yeah, Ziploc bags and saran wrap really are just unnecessary. Like, you could get one of these. I have several of them. This is the brand Stasher, and even though it's a little more pricey, the quality is so good. My other Ziploc bags are not the brand Stasher. They're just kind of an off brand, and those work too, but these are really high quality and I'm obsessed with them. So you can just put anything you would put in a Ziploc bag in this, put it in the fridge, do whatever you would. And these you can also stick in the dishwasher. Okay, the next is kind of obvious, but grocery bags. Reusable grocery bags. These are so great. I have some big netted ones like this. I also have some small produce ones like this and this. So I'll bring this big bunch into the grocery store, and I know this is a little more difficult because of the state of the world. Some places maybe aren't allowing this anymore, but where I have been, they're starting to allow it again, or you can bag it outside. So I still bring these in and I just bag it outside. So yeah, right outside my car, or I'll just bring it straight into the car. So these are really great. Okay, the next 3 tips are things you can do online. The first one is switching your browser to Ecosia. Ecosia is basically just a search engine that plants a tree with every single time you search something. So a one-time thing, a one-time swap, and every single time you naturally search, you'll be doing something good for the planet, even though it takes no extra effort out of you, so that's great. The one thing I will say about Ecosia is I have noticed that sometimes the searches don't come up exactly the way I want. So I am always searching on Ecosia, but if I can't find what I want or need, then I'll switch to Google, and sometimes it does come up with a little bit better or better curated for me posts. I just keep Ecosia automated on my search engine so that I can plant a tree, and most of the time Ecosia works pretty well. The next thing you can do online is turn off plastic through Amazon. So obviously Amazon is kind of inherently unethical, but Amazon rules the world. It just does. Amazon rules the world. Jeff Bezos rules the world. It's really hard to escape buying from Amazon, or at least I struggle with it. But yeah, working on my van build, looking for things, I do shop on Amazon. One thing you can do though is switch to no plastic packaging. So all you have to do is open a chat with customer service through Amazon and just ask them to make a note in your account to avoid plastic packaging. And then from there on out, you won't get plastic packaging, or most of the time you shouldn't. And then the next thing, and possibly the biggest thing you can do for the environment, my parents' dog is so annoying. Mochi. And then Charlie over there, she's, hey, you're gonna hurt yourself. Get out. Stop, you're gonna, no, you're gonna hurt yourself. Mochi, out. No, get out. What do you even want from me? Oh my gosh. Look at Charlie back there. She's like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to put you inside, seriously. I put Mochi back. Oh yeah, the next tip, wow. The next tip that I would recommend is going vegan or switching and shifting to a plant-based diet. I'm not gonna go super into this because I honestly don't know that many of the statistics off the top of my head about diet and animal agriculture and how that plays a role in the climate. But I really recommend the documentary Cowspiracy to learn more about that, because I do think that shifting to a vegan or more vegan diet and lifestyle is probably the single biggest change we could make for the environment. So yeah, I'm going to share some of the zero waste stuff that I have out here that I'm not really the biggest fan of. And the first are these Qtips, these reusable Qtips I got when I was in Indonesia. And honestly, I just don't really like them. I love cleaning my ears with Qtips, but something about putting this in my ear makes me feel very uncomfortable. Maybe it's because this comes off if you try hard enough, and I just feel like it's gonna get stuck in my ear, and it hasn't, and I've definitely cleaned my ear a few times, but I just don't really like it for the purpose of cleaning your ear. It also just doesn't work that well. It just doesn't feel really good. I just don't really like it. But if you guys have any recommendations for ways to use these reusable Qtips, let me know, because I don't want them to go to waste. But yeah, no, I just don't really like it. And then the second zero waste thing I don't really like is these huggers. I just don't really like them. I just don't really use them. I'd much rather put food in a stasher bag or even a reusable Tupperware like this than get this over the thing. The one size that I can kind of work with is this size that goes over a can, and I think that makes kind of sense, but I don't know, it's just kind of hard to get over. I just don't really like them that much, but that is maybe my own personal experience. I don't know if that's everyone's experience. I just think if you're gonna buy something for zero waste, you should probably make sure you're not gonna waste it. And I feel like I don't know what to do with these because I don't really use them and I don't wanna waste them. So yeah, I don't know. This is one that I actually really like. It's a zucchini spiralizer. If you like spiralized zucchini or carrots or anything, and you are the type of person that goes to the grocery store and buys those plastic pre-spiralized veggies, just get this. It's so easy and it's also cheaper. They overprice the spiralized veggies in a plastic container so much, and this is just a great way to... Charlie, it's okay. This is just a great way to spiralize it yourself without any waste. Okay, the last tip I'm going to share with you guys is this Eneloop or Panasonic reusable charger. So you can get these Eneloop batteries. You can get AAA, you can get AA, and just recharge them. And this charger is so perfect because you can fit AAAs in this small section, but There's also a bigger section where you can fit double A's. So yeah, you're not gonna have to waste a bunch of money and resources throwing away those cheap double A batteries. When you're done, you can just recharge them, which makes so much sense. Like, I don't know why we have stuff that can't be recharged, like batteries like that. It just doesn't really make sense, especially with the state of the climate right now. Oh, I was gonna say reusable straws too, but I don't know where my reusable straw is. The last one is a reusable straw. Again, this is something that I don't do that often, and I wish I did. I don't really eat out a lot in general, but when I do eat out, I always seem to forget, but I do like this for my day-to-day life. This straw is kind of cool because it actually opens up so you can clean it easily. I also really like the thick metal ones. I do prefer the thick ones because for smoothies, which is what I primarily use this for, it's just easier to get the smoothie up. And if you get a thick metal one, you can just get a little straw cleaner, and I have one of those, and you can just clean it through. But this one is kind of cool too. And yeah, that's basically all of my zero waste tips. Again, like, I'm not 100% zero waste, and I still have room to improve for these things. I think we should just try our best. And so if there's any of these things that appeal to you and that you enjoyed, that you feel like is practical and totally possible for you to do, then I highly recommend, because I think once these things become habits, they're so much easier. Like, you really don't think about it. I don't think about doing any of this stuff. It just is a habit that I've developed in my life, and hopefully I'll develop more and more of these habits and be more and more zero waste as time goes on, and I won't think about it. It won't be hard for me. It will just be the way I live my life. Yeah, I think the great thing about zero waste and the practical side of it is that oftentimes the zero waste alternative does save you money. So it helps the planet, it saves you money. I feel like there's so many benefits to it. Hey, it saves you space too. So yeah, I just think there's a lot of benefits to it. Yeah. If you guys have any zero waste tips, please leave them in the comments down below, because I'm always trying to learn more how I can do something in a way that is better for our environment. And actually, I just thought of one that is kind of random. But I oftentimes pick up litter when I see it. I kind of make it a game where I see how many pieces of litter I can pick up. I actually think I have litter in this bag. Oh wait, no, I threw it away. But yeah, I try to see how many pieces of litter I can pick up. I just think it's a fun game. I call it Moop. My friend went to Burning Man and he told me that they call litter Moop, matter out of place. So I'll say, someone mooped, and I'll pick up a piece of litter. So yeah, it's just like a fun game for me, and it makes me feel good too. It's like there's this selfish part of doing anything ethical where it makes you feel good to do something not just for yourself, but for the environment or for animals or for other human beings, you know? So yeah, that's my little rant. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!